Hi, fellow traders. I hope you guys had a great day today. Had a little bit better day today than I've had all week, but I'm gonna tell you, it really feels like summertime trading for me. It. I know we're knee deep in earnings season, and man, the market is reacting just like it does when I'm trading in the summer. As a matter of fact, it's kind of felt like that with the exception of a couple of weeks here and there since last summer. But it seems like it's back to, the morning you have to be aggressive and catch the first 30 minutes. And then after that, it's just, catch me if you can. It's really slow. Things start trading sideways. And every now and then you get a break. And you just have to be ready for it when it comes. Um, but it's just like summertime trading for me. Try to be aggressive in the morning, and then just sit back and wait and try to catch the channel breaks when they happen. But I'm adapting. I'm back to um, taking 2/3 off at the first target, and shortening up my targets a little bit, trying to make sure I do get profit. That's just the way the market's moving. We're not getting the follow through. Now, small caps, I think they're always going to do good. You're always going to have pump and dumps. So small caps are always going to be volatile, I believe, for the most part. The GME and the AMCs, that's pretty much dead. It was fun while it lasted. I traded it 2 days last week and then walked away. I got what I wanted out of it, and I just left it alone, and just moved back to being myself. The worst thing you can do is think you can make a living trading stocks like that, because that does not happen often. As a matter of fact, the last time we've had any type of price action similar to that is back in 99, 2000 with the dot-com era, that dot-com bubble. And that lasted a while. This only lasted a few days, maybe a week at the most. So everything's starting to rotate back. And if you haven't learned how to trade, take some of that money that you got, learn how to do it right, and learn how to sustain a career. Because if you want to have a career in trading, whether it be residual income or consistent income to make a living, you're going to have to learn how to do it the right way. And if you don't, it's not going to end well. I mean, that's just the bottom line. But for me, it feels like summertime trading. And I don't mind trading in the summer. It's just an adjustment that I have to make. The SPY, looking at the market today, you see the SPY did barely make a higher high here. Little indecision candle today. So the price action was a little flat. And it kind of translated into the market because we had a lot of flatness, a lot of trades that broke out of their channels but just didn't follow through. And we just had to deal with that. But we're still above the 5, the 10, the 20. Still looking strong. We did close green on the day. And we're still up. The market's still up. And it's still holding on after hours. So really, really impressed with how the market's moving. Swing trades, I'm going to cover them tomorrow. But I had tunnel vision. Since Chewy paid me so well last month, I became tunnel visioned on just trading Chewy. And all of these other stocks on watch just made really good moves. And so, I hurt myself with that. But I did finally get in Chewy today. And Well, I got in yesterday, got stopped out, got back in today, and it was kind of a. I did some. Well, we'll talk about that tomorrow. What I did, but it was a mess, to say the least. So the first trade I took was on EA. Was taking an opening range breakdown, kind of waited. This was the third candle before it broke 5-minute opening range low, and then it turned around on me. Okay, I I don't know if I did this because I was impatient, or I did this because I had in my mind I was going to stop out. I think I did this because I was a little impatient. I was like, this thing isn't going to work. It bounced up on me. And then, once it started coming back, I got back in it and ended up, taking the trade and got out up here. But it was a decent trade. A pretty decent trade after that. Now I could have taken this and not got out up here. I probably could have given it. Well, I did. I gave it $1 room, and I probably should have given it $1.50, but I did give it $1 room, and it ended up taking me out. But that's kind of the dilemma I'm having tonight. Did I do this because I was frustrated, or did I do this because it was hitting my stop? And it was. We were approaching that dollar threshold. So that was EA. And Draftkings. Okay, this one. If you guys were in chat, this one is the one that I blew up on. I let it all out. I just let it all out, and I couldn't hold it in. This really frustrated me. Okay, I waited. I got the channel break. Okay, and we got a nice move down. Didn't quite get to my target, but this had nothing but room. There was nothing on the daily chart, nothing on the 60-minute chart. Let me pull this up. I mean, this was the most beautiful setup I've had in weeks. And this is where we were. We were in this linear regression channel. The Bollinger Band was actually opening back up, and the bottom of the channel was running into the level I was looking for my target. This should have easily got there. There was nothing here. And so when it started fooling around and it did this, I lost it. But the reason was I had unrealistic expectations. Okay, unrealistic expectations. And this was just an accident. Now, I didn't even mean to trade this. If I would have just kept the trade on. But you can see I hit the wrong button. I hit the 500 share, and I wasn't going to trade that right now. Not on this. But I just kind of got out of it. I gave it a couple minutes, and I just kind of took it off once I realized I was in the trade. But that was DraftKings. This was the one that blew me up. I just let it all out. All right, so next trade was BA, and you can see I got in. This is the first trade. I got this thing backwards. All right, so this is the first trade here. I got in on this channel break right here at 11:42. And it went up, came back down, and I was out. I mean, I don't. I don't even know what to say. So I bought it right back because I realized I screwed up. I bought it right back and ended up having a nice trade on this. Then I waited for the channel break again, but it failed the first time. Ended up taking it off, a little bit too tight of a stop, and it ended up, making the move I wanted. So I still kind of have residual effects of trying to keep these things too tight. It's almost as if I don't want to lose any money. I think I've got that in the back of my mind that, I don't want to lose anything. Or if I do, I don't want to lose much. And what it does is it marginalizes my trades, and it kind of keeps me from making profit. And you can see this one, really worked. It worked out. It was kind of choppy, but it did get up to 208. I mean, it was a really nice move. But that was the BA trade. PTON, I tried to get this break, and it turned around on me. But again, it showed its face. It bounced. It held a rejection here, and then it sold off. So it actually, made a really nice move all the way down to, back down to this level right here. Maybe 145.50. So everything I was in today, it worked. But this was the only legit stop out right here. This was the only legit. I saw the price action here. I saw the reversal coming. So that's why I bailed out on this. I kind of waited to see if it's going to come back. But by the time it did, I was in another trade. But I know this looks tight, but this is totally legit. You can see the reversal coming in the price action. You can see the bid and the ask start to separate. Like in this case, the bid kept dropping, but the ask stayed where it was, and it actually started to creep up. So when you see that happen, and nobody's taking the bids lower, it's about to reverse. That means you run into support, and nobody's going to take it lower, and then it just takes off. So that's kind of what happened here. The last trade I took was plug, and this one failed. I was taking the breakout over VWAP. I was looking for it to make a move back up. That's exactly what happened. This stopped me out. This hit my stop, and then when it when it bounced again, I got right back in it. I respected my stop, and this thing, made a really nice move. Really nice move. So I got out when this thing was reversing, and bought it again when we broke the top of this channel. Hit the target up here, took 2/3 off up here, and then when it came back, I went ahead and took it off. So all in all, not a bad day. Just some really funky price action at times. Like I said, it's kind of like what I see in the summertime. It just so happens that I saw plug, and because plug wasn't on my watch. It's been on my watch before, and it happened to be on a chart on my laptop, and I just happened to see it, and was lucky to catch it. If not, I wouldn't have had this trade at all. I might have been able to catch the Peloton move, because I'd have been watching it, but ended up today 512.80. Ironically, I had to stop early. That's why, I had to quit here. I had to leave at 3:30 and take my dogs to the vet. And ironically, their vet bill was $514 and some change. So everything I made today in this account went to pay for the dog's vet bill. So at least I made that, which I felt pretty good about when I was giving them my card. But that's it. Hopefully tomorrow, Friday, we see some pretty good action. I'll take 2 more days like today. I just need to clean up a few things, continue showing some progress, and I'll take 2 more days like this because I'll probably be able to squeeze some more profit out of it, if I clean up a couple things. But we'll get back at it in the morning. You guys have a great night, great evening, and I'll see you in the AM.